Oh no! It's morning!
And that means it's time for the Rotten Mornings. Best way to start your morning off.
Morning. Hello.
Hi.
Hi. Seems like everyone is here.
Everyone is here.
Yay!
Well, good morning, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Rotten Mornings.
Good morning, everyone. So glad to see you after our sabbatical.
We got some. Well, first, I'm Scott.
I'm Matt.
I'm Brandy.
And I'm Grim.
We got some fan mail. I don't know that it was a good fan mail, but it was mail saying that our subscription service was too expensive and people were not paying for the premium service, so they wasn't getting these episodes.
That's what happened.
Yeah,
because
so
we don't pay for that either.
Yeah, I have no idea what they are. I don't even record them.
Yeah.
That's sad.
Yeah. So we are back with the free ones, you freeloaders. Some kind of exciting stuff in Rotten News.
Yeah, we've got we've got a couple of weeks to talk about now. I guess right off the bat, the first notable thing that we did, because we were super busy a couple of weekends. Well, was that last weekend? Last weekend. Let me take you back to the weekend before that. We actually last weekend we were sitting around trying out some makeup techniques because we've got a job coming up tomorrow.
Won't this release?
Oh, today! Damn, Brandy's on the ball and I'm behind. We've got a job going out and working with 3 Door Productions. They asked us to come out, and it's a paid gig doing some death makeup.
Woohoo!
I'm excited.
That's awesome.
And let's see, after that, we didn't do much throughout the week, just selling popcorn at the store like we do. And then we had Vet Fest at Combat Park, which is the location of City of Chaos.
Yes. And there is amazing stuff we can talk about with that too. Goodstuff's was there. And there was lots of barbecue too, Freddy's.
There was lots of barbecue, but Freddy's is the best.
Yes, Freddy's.
That's the most notable one.
I just wish they had their nachos. That's my favorite, but they were not doing that since they were part of the barbecue competition.
I do miss their nachos.
Actually, funny story is that we saw Freddy's was there, and of course we were hanging with Goodstuff, and we're like, oh man, we got to go get some Freddy's. Freddy's is here. And Brandy's like, dude, I'm telling you right now, you can't just get that barbecue. That's for competition. And I'm like, nah, that's not going to be the case. Of course,
I was right.
It was the case. So we had to go get a wristband so we could try all the barbecue. So we went and got a wristband. We
still did not try all the barbecue.
Immediately we went to Freddy's and had their barbecue, and it's phenomenal. Their barbecue sauce is phenomenal.
Yeah, it was great.
Everything that Freddy's does with their barbecue, they make from scratch. They don't use any pre-mixed seasonings even. The guy makes his own seasoning from scratch. So we tried a couple of other barbecues after that, and we happened to stop by this tent where there's like these kids, and they're like, hey, you want to try the hot, man? And I was like, yeah, give me the hot. I can deal with it.
I like hot.
Yeah, we didn't eat any more barbecue after that because my mouth was burnt completely out.
Taste buds were gone.
Bye-bye, taste bud.
Was this like the parking lot of a Buffalo Wild Wings?
Yes. Yeah. And we didn't have any drinks, and me and Brandy are just trying our hardest to keep it together and get to a trash can and throw the rest of the stuff we had away. And
Grim was smart. She did not try it. So.
I did something smart. Wow.
I knew you guys were out there, and a lot of stuff was going on. my internet's been really spotty, so the only picture I saw was Grim holding a sandwich for an infant.
It was a taster sandwich.
Oh, that makes sense. That makes sense.
But when we were out there, dude, the first thing that happens, we come walking up, and round the corner, this guy like just comes running up to us, and he's like, "Oh my God, it's you guys!" And he was like, "You probably don't know who I am." And I was like, "Are you Sergeant Chaos?" And he was like, "Yeah, man."
How'd you know that?
It was literally like every few steps we took, somebody was running up to us like, "Oh my God, they're here, they're here, they're here." It was so fucking awesome, dude.
I like that you guys were able to recognize Sergeant Chaos, not because of his height, not because of how he looks, but because of his sheer enthusiasm.
Yes, it was his sheer enthusiasm that tipped me off to it.
But no, we really had a good time, and we got to check out one of their new escape rooms and see what that looks like. And we were told recently that they're done with their other one now too. So hopefully we'll get a chance to see that soon.
Yeah, they purchased and rebuilt a trailer escape room that they're going to start doing as a mobile escape room that they can take to other events as well.
Dude, do you know how mad I would be is if I went into an escape room at City of Chaos, and when my dumb ass finally figured a way out, I'm now at Nightmare.
Right? Like, whoa, where the fuck am I?
I'm traveling across town now. Where is my car?
My favorite part about this escape game was when I lost my footing and felt like I was being thrown down a hill.
Wow.
There was so many vendors there. One of the vendors actually gave Matt a little gnome.
Yes, she did. It was an adorable little gnome eating a human hand.
And
It's zombie gnome.
rocks.
Yes. One of the vendors there also gave me a rock. I think it was a fluorite. Her name was Amy. She's got a group on Facebook called Amy's Crystals and Geodes.
The crystal's name was Amy?
Yes.
No, the vendor.
Florence name was Amy.
Yeah, I named it right after her.
This person gave me this crystal. I think its name is fluorite. Its name is Amy. Wow, that's a
Wow, you're so smart.
And later on that same day, for the first time that we've been able to do so, that Demonic and Classy the Clown from Scarecrow Creations came down and met us down there, and we got to hang out with them.
Yes.
And shoot some TikToks with them. On Saturday night, we were all decked out in our costumes and makeup, and we went up to the gas station, and it was like it was literally like a clown car. It was fucking awesome.
We had an adventure, that's for sure.
There was so many people gawking at us and talking to us. It was fun as shit.
awesome.
And then after that, we did a couple of lives that day on Sunday, and we got an interview with Scarecrow. So if you guys are now, they sell patches, they do beanies, they do costumes, they do sewing, they do all kinds of stuff. They've made a good handful of I Am Rotten patches, and from what I hear, they're making a new patch that says "Fuck Rotten."
Nice.
So we got to interview them, and it was fun as hell. It was just so much fun.
I adore them.
Isn't Fucking Rotten part of their subscription package?
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. Gross.
Gross. Gross.
Hashtag fuck rotten.
So we've been picking up a lot of business for the sponsorship stuff come Halloween, the people we do the commercials for and all the plugs for. So of course we went back out to City of Chaos just 2 days ago.
Yeah.
And got okayed for their package. They want to get a package through Goodstuff.
Got to see some of the changes they've made for their upcoming season. I'm really excited.
They've done so much.
Oh, they've done so much. We got the exclusive right to actually write the script for their first room.
Yep.
So if you go to City of Chaos and you hear that opening scene that they've got, that was written by us.
Wow, that's awesome. Hell yeah.
So yeah, we've done a lot.
I got really nervous yesterday because I bought tickets to a haunt, and I was like, man, when are these haunts going to open? And I don't want to miss opening night of haunts, and I don't want to miss Hell Night and all that kind of thing. It was just like,
Well, that's kind of where we're at with everybody. We're telling all the haunts, like, hey, it's time to nail down your schedule and let us start figuring out
where we're gonna be.
yeah.
Well, I know I'll mostly be at Hillbilly Hollow, so hopefully I don't miss too much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm thinking Thursdays are going to be all about you with us going to different haunts that are open on Thursday.
Okay.
I got tickets to Halloween Horror Nights, but I did it September 2nd. I figured that would be early enough to where the local haunts haven't opened yet.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea, and I might go on today and reach out to Freak Skinny and tell him that we're planning on coming down there on the 2nd, and he works at Halloween Horror Nights.
Oh, who's that?
Freak Skinny.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah, I talked to him and he was like, dude, just tell me when you guys are coming down because I will put some shit together for you. So,
dude, that'd
He's
be
a
awesome.
fucking badass. I love his fucking TikToks so
I
much.
love Freak Skinny. He is so badass.
That's September 2nd is a Friday, and I probably will go down Thursday and have a hotel Thursday and Friday. It takes all day. Or I mean, you're walking for like 8 hours to hit all the haunts, and it's just a mad race to hit them all. It's pretty awesome. Unfortunately,
more tickets we'll have to look into. We did just buy our tickets for CreepyCon in August, so we've got that set up.
And dude, CreepyCon is gonna be a fucking event, dude. Mr. Marlin's gonna be there. Punks the Clown is going to be there. Tommy's trying to be there. Not to mention all the clowns.
Yeah.
The cartel will all be there. There'll be so many people, dude. I cannot wait, dude. And we walk onto that scene as like, holy shit, it's rotten. Like every time we go somewhere, I get more and more like
flabbergasted that people like us.
Yeah. I can't wait to beat the shit out of everybody, especially Matt with Pool Noodle.
Band.
When is CreepyCon?
Say that again.
When is CreepyCon?
The last weekend in August.
Okay.
It is in Knoxville, Tennessee.
Cool. I have not bought tickets to that yet, but I might. I got to see what's happening.
Yeah,
especially since September 2nd is just right after that when you'll be at Holly.
Yeah, Howie.
Scary Howie's.
Yeah, you'll be in Scary Howie's. That's the tickets you got, right? Scary Howie's, not Halloween Horror Nights.
I don't know, man. It was late. I didn't have much internet.
Let me tell you one other really cool story.
Oh, go ahead.
Me and Graham were sitting up at the store. I believe it was Tuesday night, and a customer comes in and he's telling me, "Oh man, hold on, I'm sorry, a car's going past."
His car driving right through our house.
He's telling me,
is that Punk?
What?
Is that Punks?
Oh, it's Punks driving through your house.
Yes, damn it, Punks. But this customer, he's like, hey, my daughter is a super big fan of you. We watch your stuff. We love your stuff, yada, yada, yada. And he's like, I got something in the car for you guys. And I was like, oh, shit, he's going to kill us.
This is a very unexpected conversation.
Yeah. And he's like, dude, my daughter found these they're like tiny little pool noodles. They're about as long as from your hand to your elbow, right? and they've got LED lights that light up and flash inside of them. And he was like, she saw them on Amazon and told me I had to buy them and give them to you. So they actually gave us 12 party pool noodles.
Wow. That's awesome.
That's awesome as hell. Oh, also, we have been, we've reached out to my boss at the store, and we will be taking over their advertisement as well. And they're signing up for the advertisement package.
Yes.
That's awesome.
Rotten marketing.
Goodstuff's almost kidnapped me last Monday.
Yes, they did. I did not allow that.
I was going to go to Florida.
I keep telling you, Grim, you're not allowed to quit.
Yep, you can't leave, motherfucker. We have a tether on you. And when you get to the state line, you're going to suddenly, whatever you're in, you're just going to be ripped out of it.
And appear right back here.
Yes, and be panicked. Yes.
It's going to really suck.
All my ligaments off.
Yes, yeah.
It's going to suck y'all driving up to CreepyCon and she gets snatched out of the car.
Yeah,
Going,
you forgot to turn off the fuel.
God, the tether! Fucking tether!
Why am I all of a sudden dead?
Cool. So that's some news. Did we cover everything?
Probably
Probably
not.
not.
But that's what our memories are relegated to.
Hey, guys, remember, we don't have to give it all to them. This is the free one.
Yeah, that is true. That's true.
Yeah.
For the paid one, we use a lot more of our mental acuity in order to produce a better product.
Yeah, that's probably why people don't subscribe.
That's probably why.
But if you guys are interested, we do still have the Anchor Premium channel. It's still $4,000 a month, which
And it really has. It's a real deep dive into everything we talk about on there.
Yeah.
We talk about stuff.
The episodes are shorter, which a lot of people have been asking for.
That's true. That's true.
So if you want to pay more and get less, fucking do it, bro.
I'd like to say that that for the people listening to the podcast,
We love you.
we love you and we miss the hell out of you guys.
Yes.
Oh, Matt, did we ever bring up on any podcast the artwork of the T-shirt that Left Hand Black created for
I
us?
don't think so. That's something else we need to address. Of course, I know that all of us know it, but Left Hand Black actually made us a T-shirt with their artist that's like a slamming together of my head and Grimm's head, which is terrifying.
And hilarious.
It is.
And they released that shirt it's now released in Sweden, the Ukraine, and Russia. So you can get a Left Hand Black shirt with our ugly mugs on it.
And we will be adding it to our TeePublic
Yes,
site.
it will be going up on TeePublic in in probably about a week.
So if you're in Europe, you should look for it under Left Hand Black.
Yes, and if you're in the States, you look for it
On
under us at TeePublic. Now,
Yes.
the reason
And the profits that they make for this will go to the Children's Cancer Foundation in Sweden.
Yes.
But the reason I'm kind of waiting to release the T-shirt is because within the next 2 weeks, Left Hand Black's new album will be released, and our video will be released alongside of it because their first single is going to be for the song that we did the video for.
Woohoo!
I'm so happy!
That's rad. That's rad.
Yes, it is.
Oh, God damn it. Punks is now backing up through the house. Hold on.
Is Urza okay? I don't hear her barking.
She's hiding.
She's hiding.
Okay.
You know, she doesn't
doesn't
like
trust him.
honking. And Punk honks when he comes through.
That Punks, he's a honker.
He is a damn honker.
So yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's all the stuff we have.
All the stuff we're going to bring up.
Yes.
Well, guys, I did want to bring up this thing. We have this was an unexpected episode. An unexpected season. We really were just kind of expecting this to be the 100, and we, because there were so many great interviews, we felt like some people missed them, so we kind of have, rehashing those. We are going to do another replay right after this break, but wanted to tell you we've only got one more episode of this, and then what you'll be hearing is a new season coming from us.
Yes, and technically we're trying to make the new season a lot more structured. Now, not the news bit, because we can't do structure with that, but the actual
we're rotten. I don't think we know what structure is.
No.
Yes, we only have chaos. That's all we have.
But we're going to attempt to be more structured with a little bit more of a outline of how we're going to be doing it, and it will be on movie franchise. A lot of people have asked us about doing those, so
I'm going to watch the movies.
I cannot wait to shit on everyone's favorite horror icon.
Right?
That guy's a Nazi sympathizer.
Yeah. That's right. Like going back and looking at all the older horror movies, it's going to be a lot of, oh shit, he's been canceled now.
Yeah. Yeah. So there's so much to talk about in that world, because a lot of the franchises have had some movement lately where some stuff is happening with them.
Yeah, dude. Like right off the top, man, they're about to release.
Let's save it for the season.
Well, yeah, but right off the top, they're about to release a new Chainsaw Massacre game, and to my knowledge, there's never been a Chainsaw Massacre game.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, I don't think I know of any.
So that's pretty fucking badass. Not to mention the fact that they just released the Evil Dead game, and it is getting rave reviews.
Yes, people are raving mad if they think their game is good. I'm kidding. I haven't played it.
I've heard it's like Left 4 Dead, but like upgraded immensely.
Left for Evil Dead?
Yes.
That's awesome. Hell yeah. Cool. We will have a lot of stuff to talk about when that season comes, and then we're only a couple of weeks out from getting that whole shebang going, and we're excited to have you guys here and listen to our nonsense about that stuff. We are going to go ahead and jump to the next segment, which is an interview. What the shit is happening?
Nothing. We're good.
That was really weird. I think my phone's gonna blow up.
Oh, I thought
we're all gonna die.
Driving a vibrator through your house.
Yeah. Punk's got his vibrator again.
The
Run,
is with Goodstuff.
Say that again.
The interview that we got coming up is with Goodstuff.
Oh,
Yes.
Awesome. Perfect, dude. We have seen them so much this month.
The best kettle corn ever. And exciting news for them, they will be moving here to Alabama.
Hell yeah. Cool, guys. Well, we hope you guys enjoy that. And as always, stay rotten.
Stay rotten.
Stay rotten.
Stay rotten.
Do you like delicious tasting kettle corn?
Do you like the taste of nostalgia?
Do you want to live in a world where all food is replaced by kettle corn?
Do you think that maybe is too much?
Do you like crazy flavors that your brain can't even comprehend and you just sit around wondering what the value of the world is?
Yeah, I do actually, yeah.
Check out kettlecornemporium.com for a magical wonderland of flavor.
They even make individual popcorns for different characters, so come and create something that fits you.
We're here with the kettle corn family.
Hello, I'm Russell, aka Mr. Goodstuff.
I'm Becky, Mrs.
Mrs. Good Stuff.
And Grayson, aka Snickerdoodles.
And that's right, guys. Now, if you want some amazing popcorn from an amazing popcorn team, you scoot your booties over to that kettlecornemporium.com and you buy you some delicious popcorn. Or, second better yet, you go and you make your own popcorn and make it complicated for them to figure out how to make it a flavor. That's right, guys. Go get you some good stuff.
At kettlecornemporium.com. Stay rotten.
Stay rotten.
Hey guys, we're back to the.
I didn't know you were starting.
It's okay. I'll edit this out.
Randy reached for me
Wink,
and I
wink.
screamed.
That's okay. Guys, you know, this is the 100th episode. I know everybody's excited that we've done 100 episodes, but
we're not. Everybody else might be,
but I thought it would be good for this episode. We finally have some good stuff.
What are you talking about?
That's good.
What are we
That's
doing?
a good segue from nothing. It's a great segue to start off with.
What are we doing?
Well, is this
Podcast.
the
I'm sorry.
Yeah, don't say that word.
I knew. I did it on purpose.
A bird just fell out of the sky.
It's like all of a sudden birds start raining.
Yeah, it's holding a little sign that says, "Don't do that." Yeah, but we're here with the Good Stuff family here.
Woohoo!
Yay!
Yay!
I'm so happy.
Yeah, here we are. You guys want to introduce yourselves? Tell us a little bit about you.
Hey everybody, this is Russell, aka Mr. Good Stuff.
It's Becky, Mrs. Good Stuff.
And Grayson, aka Snickerdoodles.
Woohoo!
Yes!
And of course, you got all these other assholes here.
Yeah.
I'm an asshole.
Yeah, we talked about who we were in the previous segment on this.
That we did.
Yeah.
2 weeks from now, this is going to be really complicated.
So, no, this is good. Yeah, but since we got you guys here on the 100th episode, we kind of wanted to kind of talk about. We've done a lot of reviews.
Yeah, I've done a lot of reviews. Thank you very much.
Here at Rotten, we are all about the good stuff.
We are all about being rotten.
That's awesome. But if you guys haven't seen the reviews, go check those reviews.
Yes,
they are
please.
on the Facebook page. And if you haven't gotten the corn, go get the corns.
That is kettlecornemporium.com.
kettlecornemporium.com.
We all got this is how sales works.
Yeah. No, I like it.
I'm not. Oh shit.
It's working.
Here's where the
That's how
communication
sales
breaks
works.
Yay!
What's awesome is that Everett is now typing that in chat.
Right.
Corn is the link to it. Here it is. Thank you,
So,
Everett.
if you guys watched our live, however many weeks and nights ago it was, because this is 2 or 3 weeks in the future, we posed some questions to them. So we're gonna go over that same line of questioning that we did before. So if you heard it again, we don't care.
Yeah, we don't give a shit. What do you think?
Well, Matt also no longer remembers what questions he asked anyway.
I know. I was relying on the court stenographer to read back the last 3 weeks of information.
I read what the court stenographer had written, and it is a cover letter for application to Burger King.
Is he tendering his resignation?
See, here's the whole thing. You fired the court stenographer because you don't read.
That's true. I was like, could this be audio? And he's like, you could just record it. And I'm like, you're fired.
And I've got that recorded. So you guys want to tell us a little bit about how you guys got started so the people of the world know? Okay. Good answer. Hey, and it's okay if you guys, if I ask you guys a question and you don't feel like it, I put some bird sounds on the back here, so it'll cover that. Yeah.
I thought all the birds died.
You killed the birds.
Put in
killed the
the
birds.
crickets chirping.
Yes.
It's been so long ago that I don't even remember how we started.
First, it all starts off.
Tell us, Snickerdoodles, how did we start?
Fairground. Was it the fair or was it?
I don't even
Well, that
remember
part's the
anymore.
secret.
That's why it's a secret. We don't remember that.
So it was at a We'll just go with a secret event.
It was an event, yeah. Many events. Every event we went to, we bought kettle corn because we were kettle corn fans for a long time. Sometimes we got good kettle corn. Sometimes we got crappy kettle corn.
And we stood in line for hours.
It wasn't quite hours, but it felt that way. And when we got up there thinking we were going to get some fabulous kettle corn, it turned out to be crap. Tasted like the sugar-coated tater tots. Used nasty fryer oil. It was overcooked. Burnt. Well, that's what overcooked generally means. But, and so I turned Mrs. Goodstuff. She was just Becky at the time. And said, I think we can do better. And she agreed with me for once. And so we did some research, and a year later we bought some equipment and we started making popcorn. Then it's grown into a monster since then.
And that is awesome. And
Yes.
we appreciate it very much.
Interesting that you mentioned Monster, because one of the things that the reason we got turned on to you guys in the first place was that you were doing a lot of work with the haunt community and haunt actors, and that you guys started doing personalized flavors with this artwork and all this other bells and whistles. What sparked it to go in that direction? I know we've talked to you that you set up at flea markets
and events and things like that with just the classic kettle corn flavors. And then we like to push the limits and experiment with new flavors. A couple of our friends and family members are in the haunt community. They're characters. And just to stretch, what we were able to do, we decided we would try to make them some custom flavors, represent their character. We were working with an artist, that had done some logos and things for us earlier. And we asked him if he could draw these characters for us. And so, accidentally, it all turned out amazing. Our friends, they did a live feed revealing their new flavors. They were excited, and a lot of their friends became excited about it too and started reaching out to us. At that time, we had no plans on actually selling them or doing anything, and so we started looking into it, and it grew. These guys brought flavors to the table. They gave us ideas. We worked with them to see what we could do and what we couldn't do. And then their friends came with more crazy ideas. And then we started finding any flavoring supplier that we could find, to have the different flavors available. And now I think Mrs. Goodstuff has over 150 different flavors available that we can mix in any number of crazy combinations.
Which is amazing.
Yeah, I think that the math breaks down to 150 times 4 times 3 times 2 times 1 to get that full number. And that's over like 2,000 or 3,000 combinations of corn if you even stop at 4 different flavors. If you go to 5, you're talking about another 6,000, 7,000 different combinations of flavors that you could make across the board.
And every year, our suppliers come out with new flavors. So whenever they come out with new flavors, we try them. Some work, some don't. But we're planning on keep growing as long as people want to keep supporting us.
I remember that we did a live for you guys the first time, and we had
like 27
no,
different flavors.
26.
He knows.
It was 26.
He knows how many flavors because he paid attention.
Yeah.
And
yeah, that was the very first one we did because we bought half of them and Carrie bought half of them.
And I was going to say that it came from 2 different addresses, but we had a feeling that they were coming together.
Yes. They're all going to the same place.
And we saw these 26 bags, and we're like, all right, we've seen their house flavors, we've seen these 26 flavors. Like, wow, they're really doing something. Mm-hmm. And then it was like, oh crap, there's like 10 new flavors. Like, what do you mean there's 10 new flavors? And then there's 5 new flavors, and then 6 new flavors, and then 10 more flavors, and it got up to I think 86 at one point when we were like, holy crap, they've got like
Well,
all
if
these
you'll
house
remember,
flavors
when
plus
we
these
first started
86.
doing our lives, we were numbering them. Like, this is the second one, this is the third one, this is the... By the time we got to 5 and 6, it was already like, I don't know how many times we've done this. It's with how many
we did
ever...
like episode 7 3 different times.
Yeah, I think we said 7 3 times.
That's
And
how
I
we
think
do.
that's when we stopped trying to number
But
them.
then
because
I
we couldn't keep
remember
track.
after those doing 6 7 different lives and trying the different flavors that I saw you guys post up on Facebook a list of like every flavor stuff I couldn't even imagine being flavors, and we're just like, oh my god, dude, like there's chicken, there's bacon, there's butterscotch, there's freaking butter, there's all kinds of different
Pickle.
cheeses, there's
The sweet
pickle,
and salty,
there's
I love that.
and like it's
Yeah, the pickle,
there's
I did
beer,
not
there's
expect to
wine,
like,
there's
but it was
everything,
awesome.
like, and I'm just like,
How?
damn, there's gonna be a lot of lives.
Yes.
But every single bag of popcorn, depending on what your taste is, regardless of if it's your favorite flavor or not, the popcorn is phenomenal.
Like, for real, there have been a few... Well, early on, I learned real quick that there wasn't going to be a flavor that disappointed me. But early on, there were a few flavors I was like,
They were questionable, right?
I'm not really interested in trying this, but I'll do it. Every flavor I've been happy with. Even the ones that I knew, like, without a doubt, I knew I was not going to like it. And it was fantastic anyway.
Yeah.
Flavors I do not enjoy, you have found a way to make me a fan of. I think that's amazing.
That makes me really curious, though, because I'm glad you brought that up, Randy. And that was one of the questions that I wanted to ask you guys. I don't want to know your favorite popcorn. That would be a terrible thing to ask you guys.
There is no such thing as a favorite.
Yes, but if you could indulge me, do you guys have one that you are comfortable saying is in your top 10?
Well, we've got top 10s.
I got top.
I can't tell you what all 10
Top
of them
40.
are.
Because I can't just pick
Name any popcorn.
Honestly, I think I have a new favorite with each batch that we try.
Every time we do a live, there's a new popcorn that we're like, oh my god, that is so much better. But then we'll go back and taste the other ones, and it's like, oh my god, that one's so much better too.
Well, I think we all know what Matt's favorite is, but he can kill a bag in one sitting every time we get a new batch.
That wouldn't be the pucker face, would it?
Yes, it is 100%.
And I feel bad because it's not one of the character flavors, but good God, man.
Well, that's also what I was going to say is the only bag I've had a hand in of it disappearing immediately was the sweet and salty.
The sweet and salty. The sweet and salty was what started it. That was the very first flavor that we learned to make. That's the classic kettle corn.
I love
It's
it.
our take on classic kettle corn. We've tried a lot of other vendors' kettle corn, and it was okay. But I did enough research that I wanted better than okay.
Yeah.
And just listening to feedback from our customers, that's too salty. That's not sweet enough. And we built it up to where we weren't getting these complaints anymore. So I felt that we reached that point we wanted to be. But then there was nowhere else to go with that flavor. So that's when we started with the other flavors.
That's awesome. I do. I love the sweet and salty and the old-fashioned caramel.
Yep.
We've had some of that too. There is one flavor y'all have that I haven't seen as a character flavor that we actually tried to get a bag from you at
CreepyCon, but you neglected us and never
came
came back.
We didn't come back. I know.
I
The first time we
honestly-
met them at CreepyCon.
And I
We're
still
like,
have yet to order.
oh my
it,
god,
too. I
it's
still-
Mr. Goodstuff. Hey guys, how's it? Oh, so,
There's so many people.
All these people. I don't even know what the hell's going on right now.
Yes, the entire time. That was
Yeah, we were very distracted.
And that would be the jalapeno cheddar.
Yes, it is. And I still have yet to try it.
And we've
too.
probably only made it a handful of times since then. So next time we place a flavor order, I will definitely get some more of that flavor to make Brandy some jalapeno.
Well, you do not have to do that.
Well, we know we don't
I
have
do
to.
want to try it, but I'm also hoping maybe one of your characters will pick it too. So
there was another bag of popcorn that you killed off, and we ordered another one also, and it was DFA Sunrise.
Oh, that's right.
Yes,
I did like
it's
that.
always
the,
a nice
the
combination. The white cheddar and the caramel. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that was
and
really
I killed the crap out of the Von Bones also.
Yes.
Yeah, it's got cheddar, white cheddar,
Yes.
and caramel. Yeah.
That's so good.
But I mean, to say that, there's no way I can say this was my favorite flavor. This is my favorite flavor. But I can definitely say there are certain ones of your flavors that I can't like just put it on the shelf.
Yeah.
I cannot stop eating it because it's like I can't stop eating this popcorn. This is phenomenal. Every time I eat it, I smile. And I've said before on many of our lives, the beautiful thing about the flavors of your guys' popcorn is it's not just a flavor, it's nostalgia. Like all the way down to you guys capturing flavors of things that exist not as a flavor, not as a strawberry, but as a certain kind of soda, or as a certain kind of cake, or a certain kind of ice cream, that it captures it in, there's no comparable flavor to. Yes, Urza, yes, what's your question, ma'am? Right, okay. Oh, yeah.
What's your favorite flavor, Urza?
Not taco.
Whichever ones we let go.
She said the milk bone, but I don't know.
We haven't made that one in a while.
I know. I'm going to try to talk to them about it. We'll get something together. I promise.
I did have another question, and I know that it's probably different for each flavor, each character, but is there like an average time in general from someone contacting you, trying to get their own character flavor, to it actually being a finished product?
Oh shit!
Yeah, it varies. A lot of it depends on how many people are reaching out at one time.
Right.
Because sometimes we get overloaded.
Yeah.
We'll get a dozen people reach out in 1 week, and we can only get 4 to 5 characters done through our artist, each week. So a lot of times that will depend. But usually a couple weeks from the time we hear an idea to the time we've got it figured out in our head how to make it, and then we might still be waiting on our artist to bring back.
Right.
But we've usually already got something on paper what she's wanting to try.
Okay.
And if we have to, she'll make 3, 4, 5 batches until we get something right. So we throw out a lot of corn just because it's not good enough.
Yeah.
The texture might not be right, or the color. Some of our suppliers, they change their formula.
Yeah.
And when we've already got it set on paper and it comes out as a completely different color, then we have to go back to the drawing board and pull out different ingredients to try to mix to get back to where we need to be.
Well, and we were talking about this the other night when we were talking about how much you end up wasting if this doesn't happen or this doesn't happen. Have you guys ever thought about making an oops bag?
We really have thought about it. And if we ever get an actual physical location, it will happen. I don't really know how to sell an oops bag and explain it.
You don't even have to. Think about Airheads.
It's a mystery bag.
Airhead's big flavor seller is the mystery flavor. They have never put a flavor to it. It's white. It has no color. And it's always kind of a little bit different tasting. Yeah. And it's always been mystery flavor. And if you sell it at a lower point, because you're not going to recap if you don't put it together, even that's like a mystery bag. Like when we eat the popcorn, there's 2 or 3 different ways to eat popcorn. You can eat popcorn piece by
there's
piece.
more than 2 or 3 different ways to eat it.
Okay,
I'm just saying.
fair. You can eat it with your butt. I don't know what you do.
You've seen her eat it with her butt.
God, call me out like that.
She's a butt corn eater.
You can eat one kernel at a time, and you get, like, let's say for instance, one of the flavors that's like the blueberry flavor.
Yeah.
One kernel is the really light, nice blueberry. The other flavor is like the cream. It adds it to that kind of ice cream kind of consistency.
Or you take it by the handful.
Or you can take it by the handful and you get that full flavor taste. Or you can just shovel tons of it in your face
Crush
all
it
at
up
once.
and snort it.
You can crush it up and snort it.
He's more of a shovel it in your face.
I'm a shoveler.
All at once.
But
I'm more of a one piece
with
at a
that,
time.
you you pitch those bags as like, hey, this is a 1 kernel at a time type of bag, and then turn around and be like, all right, this was the mystery batch. Send in your answers of what you thought the flavor was, and win you 2 free bags of popcorn.
Oh, yeah.
We'll do a drawing.
You've pretty much made Birdie Bot's popcorn bag.
Yes.
But using that
except for all their flavors
nothing
are
that
fantastic.
goes wrong is ever
Birdie
a
Bots,
failure.
you cannot
It's
say
just
the
an
same about.
opportunity to capitalize in another area.
Yeah.
This is true.
It kind of makes me think of the same pitch you gave to the coffee shop, that they should add something to their menu that's just called Trust Me.
Yeah, like we went to a coffee shop and the guy didn't have all the flavors we wanted.
They didn't have all the ingredients available for the
I think
flavors we ordered.
We can, based on what you guys are getting, I can come up with something. I was like, dude,
okay, do it.
We paid you money. You put this on the thing. It's all on you. You get to pick the flavors that you make. So it's whatever you've got left over. You can charge $1 less and just call it a Trust Me. Like, trust me, I got you.
And literally the end result of our experience, and I told him this, I was like, look, you didn't have what I ordered, but you gave me exactly what I wanted.
And you guys,
that's all I needed.
Like she said before, there's not a there are tons
there's
of
not a
popcorns
flavor
that you
you've
put out
made
that,
that
like,
I haven't enjoyed.
Oh, God. Goodness. We're going to... I don't want to say anything.
Yeah,
rude
like
about
seeing
it.
the
And then it's
description
like,
on the
"Damn it,
list,
that's
I'm
delicious.
like,
Damn you.
I'm gonna try this one, and then I get it, and I'm like, why is this good?
Yeah.
Why
every
can I
banana
not
for
stop?
me is like,
This is good.
if this tastes like banana,
Oh, yeah,
just
he
not
doesn't
gonna
do
like
banana
it.
either.
Yeah,
Neither one of
we're both banana. But then, like every time I've had
Okay,
anything
now I
that
like
you-
banana.
But every banana ones that you guys make is fantastic.
Yeah.
Which we've had this question, and I don't know if they've asked you guys this in the past, but I appreciate that you guys are like, "Hey, this is the science behind it." But I'm more curious about the magic.
Okay.
Now,
It's
do you
all
guys,
about the magic.
Is there like ceremonies, like because you guys are coming up with some flavors that don't exist?
Magic elves.
Magic elves.
Magic
You
elves.
crush those up in your.
they do the work for us.
You have to leave shoes out to goad them in, and then they trap them.
There's always free cheese and mousetrap.
No.
We do not have goats anymore.
Oh, anymore?
The elves ate them.
Oh.
I
There's
know
your
that
sacrifice.
One of the
Graham.
things that always amazes me about the popcorn also is that for the audience and you guys, you remember there's a movie called Willy Wonka and the Chocolate
Willy Wonka
Factory.
and the Chocolate Factory.
And one of the things that was in Willy Wonka, and it always makes me think of your popcorn, were the bubble gum that was a 3-course meal. And she could chew the bubble gum, and it was like, oh, okay, I taste the orange juice. Oh, now I'm getting the steak, and oh, now it's like a blueberry pie.
Custard.
That's how that popcorn is. It moves through
Yes.
flavors. Like, it starts off one flavor, it hits you with the second backup flavor, and then that aftertaste is a whole nother experience.
And then when you have
altogether.
the different flavors that we're trying one at a time, and then both of them together or all 3 together to get the full thing, they're all so different. And we can describe it differently every time. And
That's really interesting too, because one of the things that I know we've all talked about, and you guys have talked about several times, is like, you guys call this chocolate, and you call this chocolate, and all
But
of those
they're
are
all
different chocolates.
chocolates, yeah.
I don't know if there's if it's just reacting with that to give that other chocolate, or
We have like I said, we use several different suppliers and different types. We've got liquid flavors, we've got powder flavors, different, colored flavors, and they all have slightly different flavors. And she keeps track of all that in her ingredients, in her recipes, which one she uses for which, and some just play better with a certain combination than they would with the others.
You mean the elves keep track of that?
Yeah, the elves. She writes the recipe for the elves.
because I know we've tasted stuff, and I'm like, that's brownie, that's distinctively brownie, and then another one, I'm like,
that's
like
fudge.
cocoa,
That's,
like
or
Cocoa
that's
Puffs or whatever.
chocolate syrup. Or
or that's a chocolate
Yoo-hoo,
Hershey's bar.
Or, yeah.
There's a bitterness to it. It's almost like
Or
you're
a
fiddling with the
smokiness,
cocoa
or-
amount
Yeah.
to change up the dark or lightness of that chocolate. And that's like one of the things about us with chocolate is like we don't like just straight up chocolate.
Right.
Like it's just chocolate.
Well, not
Straight
fart
up
chocolate.
Well, Matt is not a big fan of chocolate.
I'm not.
in
I've never
general.
been a giant fan of. I like runts and Skittles
Yeah.
and Nerds and stuff like that.
But he's not gonna go get himself a chocolate bar at any
Same.
point in time.
Yeah. So
Well, now I like them.
I will.
Scott! Ugly sweater
But
having ass.
you guys always have this way of like, it's an experience, and every single
Yeah,
bag
it is.
a experience.
That's
Like,
what we
you're not
wanted.
just-
And it's
We want it to
an
be an
adventure.
experience.
It's a journey.
Nobody said podcast.
Grim did.
But everybody can wake up.
Nobody, Scott!
I'm pretty sure I heard her say it.
You
I don't
know,
know.
I'm a nobody!
Thank God we've got some structure to this thing now.
I think I broke your phone.
One more question I'd like to put out there. So something we talked about on the podcast was how you wait. Wait, why did you if you would have done that, you would have totally missed it. Was that again? Your original character was the soda slinger, and eventually you moved to the sort of ringleader. Can you tell us about how that came to be that way, and that the ringleader came to be also?
Okay. It was an evolution. Actually, even the one with the mug, he was the second, version of that also. The original character's name was Pudgy, and he was clean shaven, but he wore a bowler hat because when I first started, I was going for an old-fashioned look, as Mr. Goodstuff, and it was Mr. Goodstuff Kettlecorn is what we started it out as, and I always wore the bowler hat and the apron, and so that's what he had.
Yeah.
When I let my beard grow out, that's when I decided to change to the second guy and had the beard drawn on him, and we were going to start up the old-fashioned soda to go along with the kettle corn. And so that's when he grabbed the mug. And after that, once we started getting into the candied flavors, that when we decided we were more than just Mr. Goodstuff kettle corn. Mrs. Goodstuff, she started doing all of the candied flavors, and so instead of being just Mr. Goodstuff, we became Kettle Corn Emporium. Goodstuff's Kettle Corn Emporium. And the Emporium part had the Willy Wonka feel.
Yep.
And so that's why we went with a
character
Willy
It's a
Wonka
magical
style
wonderland of flavor.
character.
That looked like me.
But that looks it looks like that.
So yeah, I mean, like, again, we can't thank you for enough for bringing joy to our palates.
Yes.
We can't thank you enough for bringing this many people, not only just to know each other, but to know us. We've gotten so many new friends, so many new people that we know just because of
through the Good Stuff's Kettle
what
Corn
you guys
family.
are doing, and we would have never known those people or known how awesome they are, or what they're doing, or it's awesome to see how well the networking works out and how you guys push that in what you do, like supporting your characters and getting them exposure and stuff.
Yeah.
It's just we get blown away because like we can only deal with a very small, limited amount of people because we suck at dealing with people.
We don't like the people we like.
It can be trying at times just because we are so busy and dealing with so many people, but we really enjoy it. We enjoy meeting the new people. The more people that we meet, the better we are as creators because we know what more people like, what more people are looking for. And then we've just got to meet so many different cool people ourselves that it's just added to our journey, and we want to meet more people.
They've met a ton of cool people and us.
Yeah, you know what? And while there's not a rotten flavor, there is a rotten keychain, and you can still buy that on
There's a
the
rotten
site.
sticker. that I think that you could get.
We can make rotten stickers and rotten keychains.
And that's awesome, the support. What was really neat was you guys being at CreepyCon and seeing how many of these big names and people are coming up to you guys and kind of swarming you guys' booth. Like, it was a really neat thing to see all these different haunts represented and all these different people represented. So, really thankful for you guys in that. World.
Yeah, CreepyCon was a great experience for us too. At that time at CreepyCon, we had just finished the 50 and a half, flavors, characters that we made that poster for, and the T-shirts. Out of that 50 and a half, I believe we met 40 of them at CreepyCon. Awesome. Last year. And I know I've talked to so many more this year that plan to come out. Yeah. And it's going to be so amazing.
Which that was our first experience at CreepyCon too, and it was our first time meeting a lot of those same characters.
And those characters probably would not have even known us. I mean, some of them maybe, but most of them knew us because of the popcorn reviews that we did. And we get to bump elbows with people that, we feel like are like famous to us. Yeah. Like that's what we were shooting for ourselves.
That was also our first time getting to meet Cuddly Creatures.
Yep, who made
even
us
though
dolls.
we already had dolls from them of our characters or our masks.
So we might want to wrap this up because I know that Tim is going to listen to this episode, and we only gave him 14 minutes.
Yes. I actually cut most of his words out.
Okay, good.
Yeah, so luckily I did do that. But thank you guys so much for sitting down with us and having this chat.
Yes, thank you.
Grim, did you have any questions?
I have no further questions at this time.
Court stenographer.
Sounds like an interrogation.
If you could just take Grim out back and beat her.
Please.
Did you guys have anything else that you guys wanted to say?
Well, we wanted to say thank you for having us out here at the Rotten Ranch. It's been an amazing experience, and we hope to do it again real soon.
Definitely.
And guys, kettlecornemporium.com is where you go to get your popcorn. Or you can come down to the grocery store in Argo. We've got a couple of flavors. Or you can go to your local haunts that have character flavors and buy you a bag from the haunts. But really and truly, go to Kettle Corn Emporium. Buy you a flavor. Now, before we go, remember this simple fact. If you want a popcorn, this is an attainable goal for anybody who hears this podcast. You yourself can have one of these amazing products, amazing flavors. They provide so many different possibilities for promotions, for fan giveaways, for everything. And you can easily accomplish that exact same goal if you go to the kettlecornemporium.com. You'll see on there they've got a little form that they ask you to fill out, and you just give them a couple ideas and they'll hit you back, and the rest, as they say, will be history.
Yeah, guys, and if you want to come hang out at the Rotten Ranch, you just have to
seriously.
build a Kettle Corn Empire just like these guys did. Not a big deal.
And you're free to come and hang
No,
out.
seriously, get some popcorn or we're gonna all beat the shit out of you.
Okay, we gotta go. That's all. Okay.
Fuck, get popcorn now!
Stay rotten.
Stay rotten. Get popcorn or die.
Good God.
Join us next time for another episode of Rotten Mournings.